In all seriousness, broadcast signal intrusion is no joke. Sure, it may appear to be innocuous on the surface, but imagine if television signals were hijacked by evil minds. It could create mass hysteria, panic, or disruptions unlike which the world has ever seen. Or it could create the stories like the ones that will appear on this list, stories that will range from laughable to idiotic to just downright disgusting. I've wanted to do this one for a while now, even though I am well aware it is likely the 6,000th video on the topic. Here we go with 10 ridiculous broadcast signal intrusions. Number 10. The Tom Brokaw Incident. On March 12, 2007, Ion Life was airing a rerun of a Tom Brokaw NBC special on healthcare. In Phoenix, Arizona, at the Ion affiliate, a station employee interrupted the special by running approximately 30 seconds of an adult-natured film during the presentation. Needless to say, there were more than a few angry calls to the station that night. Ion went on to call the incident an intolerable act of human sabotage, and the employee was fired and threatened with further legal action. Ironic that this individual went down in flames in a city named for the bird that rises from the ashes. Number 9. Wedding Blues. On the short-lived Wedding Central network, there was a brief signal intrusion during an episode of Bridezillas. A very strange animated figure appears for approximately 8 seconds, and then the show resumes. It is very strange and likely the most famous thing to happen during Wedding Central's 2 years in existence. Number 8. The Lilo and Stitch Incident. This one is incredibly unfortunate because it actually targeted children. In 2012, during a Disney Network broadcast of the very popular film Lilo and Stitch, approximately 6 minutes of the broadcast was interrupted by an adult-natured film for those watching through Dish. 6 entire minutes. To this day, it is unknown if anyone responsible has faced justice. Number 7. Zombie Apocalypse. This wasn't just one hijacking, but 5 incidents that occurred on the same day. On February 11, 2013, in 4 separate states, the emergency alert system was hijacked with a message that told viewers that the bodies of the dead are rising from their graves and attacking the living. Arrests were made in the incidents, but as for the actual zombie invasion, well, there seems to be no such proof of such a thing happening. As a friendly reminder, zombies aren't real. Number 6. That's Not Tinky Winky. Another incident where children are the victims, this one happened in the Philippines. In early 2000, during an episode of the smash hit children's program Teletubbies, a still photo of a bare-breasted actress appeared on screen for a few seconds. The explanation for this incident was that it was caused by an errant employee who pressed a button while helping repair a computer. Honestly, I'm not sure how that would get put on the air in the first place, but obviously it shows that more care needed to be taken so that such an incident should never have happened in the first place. Number 5. The Super Bowl Incident. The 2009 Super Bowl, which saw the Arizona Cardinals lose to the Pittsburgh Steelers, was a very entertaining game, and it didn't need any kind of adult-natured video spliced in to make it any better. Unfortunately, that's what happened in Tucson, Arizona. For 28 seconds, footage from, you guessed it, an adult-natured film, played in place of the big game with undoubtedly many anxious eyes watching. The incident was called an isolated malicious act by Comcast. However, unlike many of the incidents on this list, this one did result in an arrest. Number 4. Vrillon. Vrillon of the Ashtar Galactic Command is, well, complete nonsense. In 1977, the oldest incident on this list, someone used that identity to hijack an ITN newscast. During the broadcast, the sound dipped and became very fuzzy. A creepy voice then comes over the air claiming to be the alien life. This particular incident went on for 6 full minutes. Having said that, the message involved explained dropping weapons and living in peace as the only way to survive, so as ridiculous as this event was, at least a good message came from it. Number 3. The Playboy Incident. While many regular shows have been hijacked and replaced with adult-oriented material, here we have a case of the exact opposite. 3 Daughters was an adult film airing on the Playboy channel in 1987. During the airing, a message was broadcast onto the screens of all Playboy viewers, reminding them to keep the Sabbath holy. As a result, an employee of the Christian Broadcast Network was arrested and convicted of felony satellite piracy. It is purported that the same person was behind a similar hack of American Ecstasy in 1987, but the evidence was too low quality to be considered. Number 2. Captain Midnight. This is the story of a man who got fed up with cable television. During an airing on HBO of the 1985 film The Falcon and the Snowman, anyone in the eastern half of the United States would have seen the signal drop, sit in black for a short time, and then after what appears to be a struggle of signals, be replaced by simple color bars with text generated over it. The message read, "Good evening HBO from Captain Midnight, $12.95 a month? No way! Showtime Movie Channel beware!" This lasted for several minutes until the original broadcast was resumed. HBO was able to reclaim the signal in what essentially appeared on the air as a literal power struggle between the corporate giant and the lone hijacker. A situation which could have permanently damaged Galaxy 1, the satellite in question. The event actually caused new laws to go into effect, making any kind of satellite hacking a felony. And the number 1 most ridiculous broadcast signal intrusion, the Max Headroom Incident. In 1987, there were 2 separate occurrences where someone in a Max Headroom mask was able to hijack WGN and later WTTW signals in Chicago. The first incident happened during a WGN sports report. The screen goes dark and then Max Headroom speaks for about 20 seconds before the signal is retaken by the station. The anchor commented by saying, "Well, if you're wondering what's happened, so am I." The second incident, which was a little longer, happened 2 hours later during an airing of Doctor Who. This time around, spanking with a fly swatter was involved. All told, the Max Headroom incidents are the craziest, most infamous signal intrusions to ever occur on television. And the craziest part about it, no one knows who did it, exactly how they did it, or if they would ever strike again.